And then today went and bought this 1989 Honda Elite R. Look at this puppy. Pretty bad condition, but you know what? It'll be fun. So I already went ahead and started, pulled the air filter off. It doesn't run, it hasn't run for 10 years, but it was supposedly randomly parked. Typical, not sure if that's true, but it cranks over, hooked up the booster to it when I went to look at it, and pulled the air filter off. That's nice and clean. So I'm gonna go ahead and do is just hook up the battery. Let's spray some brake clean in there, and we'll see if it fires, and then probably pull off the carb and do a quick carb clean. LOL, bro. So got that fired up and turn this on to run. First of all, oh no, the horn doesn't work. Maybe I should turn the key on. Oh yeah, the horn works. That's exciting. So, let's see, how do we start this? Starter, there's a start button. Keys on. Doesn't seem to be going. So you gotta hold the brake apparently to do this. So it wasn't running right, so we got a spark checker up there. We'll try and see if there's a spark now. Oh yeah, there's a good spark. Whoa, it was putting there. It ran in, the spark plug was...
I tell you what happened? I had this on off.
He had it on off! What the heck, man? Alright, with this in the run position, not the off position, we'll just see it run. Dude, that's sweet. We're gonna test if the wheel spins this time. Our battery guy's a little slow on the get-go today. The light works. Add some fuel. She's a ripper! Okay, we just got it running, did a quick test, so I'm gonna right now take off this plastic and then remove the carb here. Then we can give a good clean. You can see it's been leaking, and like the oil kind of two-stroke mixture causes problems here just with all the gunk there. So I'm gonna take that out and then clean it up on the bench and then throw it back together. Probably just ride it around. Oh, it's smoky in here now. Okay, that's off. That's a breather. Thinking just these hex screws in here. A hex screw is also known as a bolt. So hopefully this last bolt will just remove everything and we'll be good to start cleaning the carb. It's the other bolt out there. So now we just gotta scooch it off this boot, and this side is actually come apart now, just this boot, so I don't know how that will come, but lower bolts here for the plastic. Here we go, that's coming apart. Scooch it off this boot. There's a gasket here, we want to make sure there's a seal, we don't want to lose that. Nice, look at that. So that's pretty sweet. Now this is an oil injection machine, so the oil, it's a two-stroke. Here's the gas tank and here's the oil, so it mixes in the carburetor here. So this is your throttle cable. You can see in there there's some of the oil, so no big deal, just means you're a little bit more messy. You can use this clamp to pinch the fuel line and we'll be able to just pull this right off. Your throttle linkage, you can actually see it on the inside there. So Just unscrew that. There we go. Finally, this, I'm gonna guess is, oh, there we go, leaking some fuel. I'm gonna guess it's an oil injection solenoid. I've never worked with something like this before. There we go, that's a little needle on there, so time to clean. Well, we're dripping a lot of this oil on in here. Okay, normally I do a full carb clean, but this one's looking pretty good. It was full of oil, so I might just use some carb cleaner sprayed in there. I will take this off just to check the floats and needle. So I make sure to look in, like that one's clean. There's daylight straight through. There's also good through that. And that one I'm gonna use a screwdriver. I'm gonna use a screwdriver here and take this out. That one's too small. This one's got goob on it, come on. Just take out this main jet. Normally the carbs that I work on don't have this screw in the main jet, but this one does, so. Anything you can pull apart, usually good to take a look. You only wanna clean it once, so. Yeah, so that one's straight through, so that's looking good as well. Make sure to take pictures if you've never done it before. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Most of these carbs have rebuild kits available. There's no gunk on the needle, and then the seat in there is nice and clean as well, so I can put that back in when I want. And looking straight through the barrel here, it's actually clean as well, and up top, so I'm pleased. I'll probably just put this back together now and install it. Alright, so it's all put back together, looking real nice and shiny down there. Went ahead and I emptied out the fuel, so we're gonna go fill that up, and then I think we're just gonna try to get it going. Got our ventilation system hooked straight up to the exhaust to hopefully not fill the building with smoke again, and we're just gonna go for it. Cheer it, fellas! Dude, it idles. And it idles! Is it not? What is he doing? Oh, it's so quiet! Whoa. Burnout! So, here's the moped. It runs great. Let me show you. So just have to turn it on, get the key down here, and one kick. Took this air filter off, so I'm gonna stick that on. on there. Okay, so that's done. Now, this bungee corded. This is where the license plate goes. It's really floppy. So, I'm thinking someone's already tried to glue it. Oh yeah, you can see there. It's already been attempted to be glued. I'm gonna try and pull that off, and I'll probably just drill some holes and do zip ties and some super glue. Okay, so now we're onto the red scooter. So I already started and didn't film it, but the ignition, there's no key. So I went ahead, grabbed the one out of the other scooter, the white one over here. Check out that video. And so I swapped that out, and I got power to the lights, but the starter still doesn't want to go. So the key is also missing for this, obviously. What I did, I pulled the little spring retainer off, and then you can slide this out just a touch, and then you can pivot it, and it pulls the cable to release that mechanism. So we got that out. Now we're here, and I'm just gonna go through and look for some fuses. So right here, I already took this fuse out, and I checked it, and it's good. I'm just gonna confirm it's still good, because I did try and start it since then. Yep, so that's still good. So with that good, I'm just gonna fiddle around with some wires and just see if there's any more fuses. I'm hoping there is, because it doesn't run. It ended up just being a little relay, which I have a short link down below if you want to check that out. But then once they were both running, got all the plastics on the white one, then we're ready to just go rip them around. So let's get to that. And also, just so you know, it's not a BMW, it's only a Honda. Whoa, it's slippery. Ah! Oh no, I'm sliding. Oh! It's cold out. It's skating ring. This is slippery. What the heck? This is a bad idea.